Hello and good morning from here. It's a beautifully sunny day. As you can tell, the leaves are green, the grass is growing, the sun is out. It is absolutely beautiful, and the weather is cooler than normal, but not enough to make the day dissatisfactory. And at this point in time, I just I had to get it out, I had to get this out. And I've been going through the morning motions of trying to feel better and do good when I feel sad and unable. And it got to a point where I don't remember exactly how it was, but I was thinking about how I go to people for this and that and the other thing. I try to get them to tell me encouraging things because other people can know the truth too. And I'm still having a hard time breaking free from the pattern or habit of accepting other people in truth more than me in the truth I know that I am given, which is just as true. But it's a slow process. And so I was listening to my reels of encouragement from other people and this, that, and the other thing, and I realized, what does it mean? Because I've had some conversations with real people this morning. I know, right? Scary, surprising. And even though there were no answers given and things weren't made intrinsically better and the solutions to my problems weren't manifest, the reality is beauty still occurred. I still was seen, heard, and in this kind of way, I was held, not physically, but I was still held in care with the listening and the responding. And I realized how meaningful that was, just to have someone to talk with and have them listen to you and to mean it, to care enough to really mean it. And I was like, wow, because there were no answers given. Like, my world hasn't been made exponentially better because I got to talk with and be listened to by one of my coworkers here. It wasn't like just fixed, but it was made better, and the pain and the sadness have become a little more endurable. And I was thinking about, what does that mean that I can go to reels where people can tell me truth, but the result is quantifiably spiritually different than if I'm talking with a real person who isn't telling me an answer, who especially doesn't have one, but is just there with me. And this phrase, I couldn't remember what it was, it was biblical, came to mind, and it was simply, covers a multitude of sins. And so I did a Google search, and because Google knows better than my Bible translation program where certain Bible verses are. And it guided me to 1 Peter 4:8, which I have subsequently highlighted in here. 1 Peter 4:8 says, above all, maintain constant love for one another, since love covers a multitude of sins. And if that doesn't lay heavy on you with conviction of truth and goodness as it is, I go down to the bottom and I look at whatever the asterisk thing is, the C, and it references for that verse 4:8 another verse, Proverbs 10:12. When I look up Proverbs 10:12, if I can get there, because I'm literate and know where it is. It's like after Psalms, right? Yeah, it's like in the middle. I mean, there it is. Come on. All right. Oh, I'm in Proverbs 29. So Proverbs 10:12 simply says, hatred stirs up conflicts, but love covers all offenses. And it's even a step starker. 1 Peter says love covers a multitude of sins. And Proverbs 10:12 says love covers all offenses, all of them. And so I just think that that merits some thoughtful contemplation, some time to consider what that means. How have I benefited from that? But then further still, how can I be a benefit to someone else by that same means? It's not a bad question to ask. It's not a bad thing to wonder. It's not a bad way to be. And I just want to take the second to leave you there too. Because I've got to figure it out, and God calls us to know Him, and this is one way, dear friends. So let's do it. See you later.